morning, guys. It's January 15th, and it's time for literacy. We're going to be reading this story today called Snowflake. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it backwards. A very special snowflake. It is a fiction story written by Don Hoffman. It's illustrated by Todd Dackins, and it's published by Scholastic Books. A very special snowflake. On the day of the big snowstorm, Jeff and Veronica were playing with their new puppy, Snowflake. Veronica glanced out the window. It's like a winter wonderland out there, she said. Let's take Snowflake outside, said Jeff. We can play in the snow. So they bundled up in their snowsuits and they dashed out the door. Soft snowflakes whirled all around them. They were as white and fluffy as the puppy's fur. See how white Snowflake is? Oh my goodness, look at all that snow. It's covering everything. Snowflake barked with excitement and dove into a snowbank. Jeff and Veronica saw her tail peeking out of the white snow. Then suddenly she was gone. They're looking everywhere for her, but they don't see Snowflake hiding in the snow. Where is Snowflake? Cried Veronica. We have to find her. Their neighbor was shoveling the sidewalk. Mrs. Bigsby, they called, have you seen Snowflake? Mrs. Bigsby stopped shoveling. Goodness, what are you talking about? I can't keep up with all of these snowflakes. There are so many of them. Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They shrugged and ran on to ask somebody else. So they weren't looking for all of these white snowflakes, they were looking for their dog, Snowflake. Their friend, the florist, pulled up in his truck. He was carrying a large bouquet. Mr. James, they called to him. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Have you seen Snowflake? Mr. James was busy protecting his flowers from the storm. I've got to keep moving, kids. All of these snowflakes will freeze my prize roses. Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They sighed and ran on. Next, they spotted the neighborhood baker. He was delivering cakes for a party. Mr. Ripple, they called, have you seen Snowflake? Do you see Snowflake anywhere? Snowflake the dog, not the flakes. Mr. Ripple smiled broadly and held up his cakes. You bet, these snowflakes have inspired me. I've decorated all my cakes with fluffy white frosting today. Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They shook their heads and ran on. Just then up the street, the policewoman was standing at her corner. Officer Huffy, they called to her. Have you seen Snowflake? Remember, Jeff and Veronica are looking for Snowflake, their dog. Officer Huffy proudly put her hands on her hips. Never fear, children, she shouted. It's hard for cars to see you with all of these snowflakes falling, but I can help you cross the street. Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They giggled and they ran on. So Jeff and Veronica are going quite a few places today. And they are still looking for Snowflake the puppy. The mail carrier came trudging down the street. She was carrying her heavy mail bag. Miss Jane, they called to her. Have you seen Snowflake? Oh, sorry, guys. Neither rain nor wind nor snowflakes can stop me, she called back. Stand aside, children. I'm off to finish my route. No one understands, said Veronica. What will we do? Remember, who are they looking for? Snowflake the dog. The children flopped down into a snowbank to rest. They were worried that they might never see their puppy again. Do you see Snowflake the puppy on this page? I'll give you a hint. Snowflake has a red ball. Then, all of a sudden, they noticed a red ball moving near the snowbank. A puppy was pushing it. Snowflake! Veronica exclaimed. You've been here all this time. That's not a snowflake, that's a puppy, exclaimed their neighbors. Jeff patted the puppy's head and grinned happily. This is who we were looking for all along, he explained. She is our very special Snowflake. Remember, that's the puppy's name, Snowflake. The end. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed literacy. I will hopefully see you on Monday. Today's Friday, so we will see you on Monday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.